So, good morning, beautiful angels. How are we all today? One thing I've been reading a lot of on the Facebook forums that are popping up is the amount of people that are complaining that I don't have clients or I've got no leads coming in, etc., etc., etc. Getting clients is all about applying yourself to your business. I know, right? You can't just sit at home and hope that people just ring you. Who would have thought? Those days are gone, okay, guys? I had this conversation with a girlfriend just yesterday where once upon a time it was easy because we didn't have to do all this networking and lead generation and all this sort of stuff. But nowadays we do. So it's all about leveling up your business. Check out my t-shirt. Hey, what do you think? It's got a cat on it with a top hat. How cool is that? Love it. Love it. Anyway, back to the serious stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about donations. This was actually the very first client attract that I ever did, because when I started out, I had no money at all, like literally nothing. I was a massage therapist that was kind of just going from week to week because my fingers had started giving out on me. I was really struggling. I had just moved interstate as well to be with my now partner of 10 years. And, it was a really, really tough time for me, but I wanted to go, you know what, I want to help all these people with their mental health. So how did I do this? And then I was sitting there thinking one day, I'm like, wow, what if I just gave away some of my service, but in a different way? So let's talk about donations and how it is that you can do some donations without being out of pocket too much, but still getting people to experience what it is that you have to offer. Okay? So before I go into that, make sure that you jump onto the link that's in the description for your gut-directed hypnosis training. Our first lot of training is coming up in approximately 5 weeks. So jump onto that, especially if you need your points in order to keep your registrations, etc. So go to pellenandpalmer.com and then you've got events and training and then navigate to there. Now, if you're struggling and you need a payment plan or something like that, please let me know. I'm always happy to set that up, and we don't charge any extra for it. As long as it's paid for by the time we're doing the event, then we're all good to go. But let's get on with today's video, okay? So when it comes to donations, remember when with all of these attract clients, you have to choose what resonates with you. Yes, you have to get out of your house, okay, guys? You can't just go, oh, people are going to ring me because I put out a Facebook post or something like that. If you want some more local clients, you have to start networking with people. And this is one thing that was said to me many years ago when I was just starting out in the world and I didn't have a job. Like, I'd left school and I didn't have a job. And one thing that was said to me was my father turned around and he said to me, he goes, whilst you don't have any money coming in, it is your job to go out and get money coming in. So between these hours and these hours, you're not fluffing around in your garden, you're not stuffing around with your nails and your hair and, just kind of filling up the day with stuff. It's your job to go out and create that income for yourself. So for you, it's your job during these work hours to go out and network with clients. Okay, so get people on board, do letter drops and all that sort of stuff, because if you're not working with clients, then you have enough time to go and network to get the clients. So I was told by a so-called leader to never discount, never reduce or donate your services or products. What a crock of shit. What an absolute crock. And what happened with me was I was playing soccer at the time. Well, actually, I was working at a football club, or volunteering, I should say. I wasn't getting paid. Volunteering as a massage therapist at a football club, and they went around and asked for donations, and I'm like, oh, I could donate. And I thought, I'm not donating a massage. I'll donate a quit smoking hypnosis. Like, why not? Get some rapport, get someone to give me feedback, etc., etc., etc. So this simple gesture in this local community group can not only gain you clients, but it also can represent that you are a community person and that you're willing to help heal people, that it's not just all money, 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 business, business, business with you. Like, you're a community person. So you don't have to donate much. Like, you really don't have to donate much at all. So just a little bit. It can be a 10% off voucher. You can donate a whole service if you want. You could just do one relaxation session, like a come and try or something like that. You really don't have to donate much. Anything is going to help. Particularly with the footy clubs, one thing that I've learnt with the football clubs is they like to do auctions. So people donate something to them and then they'll auction it off within their community. So as much as the footy club's keeping the money, when I donated the quit smoking session, normally, like now back then, I was charging $380 to do a quit smoking criterion. Now that quit smoking criterion sold in the football club for $1,600. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's cheaper to come to me than what it is to buy it at the football club. But that's not the whole motive of why they're there. They're there to raise funds. And then what had happened was, there were 4 people in the final lot of bidding. One dude won it, and then 3 other people contacted me and they're like, oh, Trish, I really, really want to quit smoking. And I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. So that's what we did. So you don't have to donate much. Like, you can just do a tiny little bit. The other thing is to brand yourself and make sure with your donation it has an expiry date on it. So I donated 1 free hypnosis session to the soccer club, and I gave 12 months as an expiry date. And now, that was back in the November. Now, in the January, I went away for 3 weeks to Tasmania. And back then, I was working basically working 6 days a week, and I used to take Wednesdays off. So that was it for me. Anyway, 2 weeks after the expiry of the voucher, now it's a 12-month voucher, the lady contacts me and she's like, I wonder if you would honor it because I did notice that you went away for a substantial amount of time. And I'm like, when? Out of like the 53 weeks in a year, I went away for 3 of them and you had 50 other opportunities, and now you're just being a dick about it. So make sure you brand yourself and your donation has an expiry on it. And if it was just a couple of days, like, no worries. Honestly, I would have honored this lady's voucher if she hadn't have been just such a douche about it right at the start, like going, oh, I did notice you went away for a significant period of time. Like, it was 3 weeks out of 53. You had 50 other weeks to find time. So make sure that you brand yourself and make sure it has an expiry of some sort and hold up to that standard. Check the person is genuine for the cause as well. So what am I meaning by that? I'm not meaning by somebody coming to you for quit smoking or weight loss or something like that. I have had people approach me and ask me for donations. I had one lady approach me for the Breast Cancer Foundation, and there was just something about it that I was like, not quite sure. And I said, well, yeah, no worries. I said, what's your voluntary number? And, do you have a letter saying that this is what you are raising money for? And she kind of went, oh. And then after a few weeks, she got me that letter from the Breast Foundation saying that she had registered for the cause and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, yep, no worries. So make sure that that person is genuinely raising for that cause. And, you're not just giving away stuff willy-nilly, because all of a sudden a friend of theirs will win it. And like, that's suddenly convenient, isn't it? Make sure the donation represents your quality. So jump on Vistaprint and get something nice made up. I got some postcards made up, and it talked about... Oh, hang on. Eddie's coming in. Come on. So I jumped on Vistaprint and got some postcards made up. So not just a tiny little thing and nothing that I actually printed off myself. I actually got some postcards made up. Very genetic. This is for this service, expires. This service cannot be redeemed for cash, etc., etc., etc. They love that sort of thing. Put a little bow on it, stick it on a box of chockies, and off you go. Now you can add Vagil. Oh my God, Vagil. What the hell, Patricia? You can add value with digital products and some chocolates, like I was just saying. So it doesn't just have to be a voucher of some sort. You can add more value with other stuff. Ask for some small recognition as well. So what are you going to be, how are they going to represent you? Are they going to put you up there saying, Trish Palmer has been a donator? Are they going to mention it? Are you going to be in their campaigns, etc.? Like, ask about that. You need clarity on this so that you know that you're going to get some branding out of this. Yes, you're giving a donation, but at the end of the day, you also want some kind of recognition, because it's basically free advertising. It's business at the end of the day. Find the advertising and place it on your social media and all of your other campaigns as well. Like, network with each other, use your hashtags, use your links, and promote each other. That's the whole point of what you're trying to do. Place a small section about the event you're donating to on your webpage as well. So, this can really help with search engine optimization, with keywords, and it just really gives you that community sense that you're helping out. So give that part in there, because people will be looking it up and they will be searching that, oh, did you actually do this, or is this just a ploy? Like, keep it on there. And even once it's finished, you can have a little section that says, willing to help out the community, contact me. And people contact you and they're like, hey, would you like to donate a voucher? And like I said, it doesn't have to be a huge amount. It can just be like 10% off or something like that. And it still helps out your business, because people get to try you and then they will tell their friends, and bada boom, within 12 months, you will be busy. So that's one way to attract clients. It's all about donations and making sure you've got that quality and people can start to network with you, okay? Even the person that wins the voucher of some sort, or wins the donation as such, it doesn't just come from them. It comes from a ripple effect, because people inside of that community are like, oh, wow, you donated to this. This is really cool. And it's something different, especially when it comes to hypnosis, meditation, tarot readings, and things like that. It comes across as something really different. They're not just winning another bloody toaster or some $20 thing that we've all got already. So make sure you make it unique. Make sure that you know all the T's and C's and what your requirements are, and just have some fun with it. Okay, guys? All right, my lovelies, I will catch you in the next video. Remember to jump onto that gut-directed hypnosis training. The link is down in the description. Bye-bye.